All right, I'm live. Okay, well, this is a lot better. Can you hear me, Jackie? Okay. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Hello? Yes, okay. I'm here, and yes, I can see you and hear you. Thank you. Just wanted to make sure. Now let's see if I can get my son back in here. Um, um, okay, hold on tight. Okay, can everybody hear me and see me? See me? Hear me? I don't have to hurry. Okay, let's see if he can come on in now. Ooh, goodness. Okay. Um, we will talk, Jackie. All right. As I was saying before, um, it is very difficult. Ugh. You know, I know that there's going to be a lot of haters, and that's fine. I accept them, like I said before. But when you start attacking family and um, family, and then you want to message me about a protection bag, that's fine. And then a couple days later, you change your mind, and then you start deleting everything. And I'm like I said, I got nothing against psychics or mediums, but when it comes to the satangas, I'm serious. I take it very serious because those are my family. I have 3 clans of my own, and I'm already starting a relationship with sangas, and I'm other clans. I'm more welcome to take in, to meet, to have an understanding, so I can explain to their clan of the humans to communicate. This is what I do. This is my investigation. This is part of my life. So I try to do to help others understand. So, trying to see, is he coming in or not? Well, let me do this once more. Good evening, greetings, many blessings. Tanse, Oki, welcome. I am Elder Medicine Bear Claw. Thank you for joining me in my community for the second time. Um, I had sent quite a few to join, so well, thank you, Robin. Thank you. I try to help you as much as I can. I try to help everyone, even those ones I give a protection medicine bag. I can feel when something's wrong, and majority of the times I try not to get involved, but when it feels that it's going to my heart, then I need to, especially if I'm getting close to that person, you know. I hope everyone had a good day today. My day was okay until I started getting, when I had checked my messages and stuff. Boy, my legs swelled up. Um, things are okay. I'm trying to wait for Sangha to come on. If he doesn't, then maybe what I can do is tell him to go on live and I'll connect with him. But I really thought he was coming on. Hmm. Well, I do want to say this. I always mention to others' channels about their satangas, their clans around. Um, they're in sangas. There's a new baby, and I've told him about it, and we confirmed it. It is true. Also, I do know that the it is not there. So, and I'm very glad. Now you can push out the it. Um, you can pray or really tell it on. I think that's how you say it. Keep pushing until it makes itself leave. It can tell when it's unwelcome because many people will try to, pursue it, pushing it back. And it's best to push it back where it either goes back in the hole, back in the cave, and then stays gone again. So, um, yes, me too, sending prayers. We all have to make sure things are. I'm okay. I've been watching her. Oh, I know. I'm so sorry, Arius. I do have you in my prayers, though. And in fact, again, I will pray after the video. After when at the end of this video. So, um, it just saddened me that when people ask you for advice and then they go behind, don't understand. I just don't understand. When they say, oh, I'm a psychic, good, good for you. You believe in your world, and that's fine. But also, too, it's like opening up a certain portal, and you have to be careful. If you don't know what you're doing, I advise you be careful because when you do want to do something like that and it comes out where you are working on the universe or a third eye, be careful. There's many people that have told me, oh, I have a third eye. Now, that one lady that told me she had a third eye, okay, but I didn't feel it, but I'm not judging her. And I listened to her, and then, gave her a consult with her again. But when you go to me and then to another channel, and that channel calls me, hey, this person, says that you had told her this, and I'm like, no, not in that direction. I told her I didn't know. So see, other channels, they do get a hold of me. When you are speaking with them, they also tell me, hey, how do I go about this? Because this woman or this man. So it's however you want to look at it. But when you're out investigating a satanga or a dogman or whatever that is in the forest, in the woods with Mother Earth, then sometimes you just need to sit back and observe, take in notes by being quiet and just enjoying the hike or the investigation at night. Yes, they are active between, as the councils and I were talking about this, it's starting to show like from 10 o'clock at night to 5 o'clock. So, and yes, there's usually a satanga and a dogman, excuse me, run through the days because that's what they call day watchers. They do watch and they do walk for miles, and their hearing is very long distance. So it's important that, when you are hiking, look around. Always have your head on a swivel, and then keep your ears open so you can hear what's going on and try to understand. Now, I know that many people try to do more what they can. Oh, excuse me. I know it's close to my bedtime, but I'm also feeling somebody's here is half asleep. I usually can't pick it up. I wonder how come my son is not coming on here. Let's see. Invite a guest. Copy. All right. Um, I know there. Okay. Mm. Oh, of course, I will stay up too. I do that from my bed. See, Jackie, I get her. I know when she's on her way home because I can feel when it is, and then sometimes I'll get up and she's already having her coffee and resting before she goes to sleep. Oh, it's I know my husband. Excuse me. I know my husband's going to be calling me to tell me good night. And I hope Sangha can get in here before he does. But I know it's, I was going to try to go live earlier today when the baby was asleep, but that would only give me like maybe 10 minutes, I felt. Excuse me, but she did good. And plus, I took a kind of a cat nap and then talked to my Betsy. Then I talked to my husband. Then I played with the baby. Then I made dinner. So my granddaughter was happy. Her house was clean and dinner was made when she came home. Even her boyfriend, her partner, and he came home first. And I thought he wasn't coming home. He was going to his softball game after work because they're very active. They still play ball. But she's a good girl. I've been talking to her in my language. I've been talking to her in Blackfoot. So that means you're going to learn your language, part of your heritage. So, my goodness, Sangha. I wonder how come he's not even on here. My goodness. What's he say? There's a message. Hold on. Hi, it's me again. Okay. Well, we're going to try this one more time. I hope I'm not boring anybody. But I do know, and always say that, it's important to be patient and kind to all creatures in Mother Earth. If you're not very aggressive with them, they won't be aggressive with you. They do watch what you do, they listen, and they blend into the trees with the leaves and the bush. And sometimes they'll be cloaked and you can't see them. But I can. That's how I usually say, hey, they're like, maybe 50 yards from you, or they're like right in front of you, 5 feet. Or I can tell you that, they are getting angry and I think it's time to leave. So it's important that, many do try to understand. I feel a little bit tired and I do need to prop my legs up. I brought me popcorn and my granddaughter says, why'd you bring food? No. I said, it's always me. I guess that's being old-fashioned, I guess. Oh, wait. Oh, I can invite him in. Oh, add to the stage. It worked. Oh, I can invite him in.
Did it work?
Yep. Add to the stage. It worked.
Oh, I'm in.
Can everybody see him?
It worked.
Yep.
so that everybody can see and hear you.
Thank you, Darius. I do try to take care of myself. I take care of others more than myself. Then when it's time for me to heal, then I do. Yep, they said Biggie. Jackie said yes.
Ahoy, Tensei, Sangha.
Aho. Okay. Danse, yatehe. Elder Medicine Ramona. Did you notice I left the bear claw out?
Yeah, coming out.
Yes, I know. Yes. I was just explaining how there was a female that likes to attack or try to use, how would I want to say this? So I have to make sure I say it the right way.
There's a hater on your channel. That's the right way.
Oh, of course. And, I welcome them because they're always going to give me the thumbs up. But what I'm saying is that when you go and ask channels for advice, and then when you do give them advice or your experience, they go and turn around and use that experience saying that it's theirs.
That happens to me all the time. People steal my stuff all the time.
And so how would you handle that? Would you just, would you let it
Well,
ride, or would you just if that's what you need, then I guess.
I try to give everybody advice. I try to hook everybody up with knowledge. I try to do the best that I can. And you guys see me call out a lot of people on my channel too, whatever, because I get tired of when Sanga's out doing a hunt and I find something, miraculously the other channel find the same stuff, and it's like we're not in competition. Miraculously the other channel find the same stuff, and it's like
It's not a competition. It's sharing advice, the information to learn off yours or learn off someone else's. It's called communication.
well, what I get a lot is I get a lot of people that take my pictures and use them as their pictures, even though they're not their pictures, because the stuff that we find on the channel here is stuff that we find in the lives, and they're timestamped. So all my pictures, if anybody has any questions about any picture that was taken on this channel, you can go into the group and you can look it up, and it's timestamped where it was in the live stream, and you can go back and look at it yourself and find it in yourself. You know, you don't have to take our word for the pictures. You don't have to. Whenever we do a picture, we circle. I try to circle where it's at. So some people, they look at the picture and it's like, it's just a picture. You know what I'm saying? So I circle it in the picture, and they're like, well, why you circle it? Well, it's because a lot of people can't see what I can see. You know, so I circle it, and then when I circle it, they can see it. You know, it shows them right where it's at. And then when they go into the live stream, you can watch that spot where I circled, and you can see the creature moving or ducking or peeking, whatever, you know. But I noticed some other people or whatever, they tell me, well, them are Todd Stanning's pictures that you're stealing and all that and using them as yours. And I think it's funny because I love haters. If I didn't have haters, I noticed this. I have 500 subscribers and my videos get up to like 1.4 and higher. So I only have 500 subscribers, a little over 500, you know. So obviously people are watching.
Yeah. I have 388.
I get people that hit me up and they're like, hey, nice live, whatever, and hey, thanks for the advice, and you know, and then a lot of people just get bored or whatever. They just like, hey, you know, yeah, I'm not seeing nothing, you know, you don't have nothing out there, but they're not opening their eyes, they're not watching, they're not going into the group room and seeing all the stuff that we're finding in the live streams. Like I try telling everybody, they're not going to stand out. You're not going to see. People think that a Sasquatch, whatever, if you see it, it's going to stand out. It's going to be like we're looking right here in the camera. That's not how it works. They're going to be in there, but they're going to be hidden. They're going to be blend in. They blend into their surrounding. They're there. You can even see them move. You can see their heads turn. You can see their eyes close. Like I got one with the eyeball opening and closing. You know, they're there. People just, like I said, they just hate whatever, and they say a lot of it's pareidolia or whatever how you say that. But the thing is if it is that, I can see that. Like if you're in there and you're seeing the creature, what I'm gonna say, creature, Suntungas, Bigfoots, whatever you want to call them, hairy man, dog man, whatever. We're seeing them in the videos and the live stream, guys, and they're not just in the same spot. We're seeing the same creatures, the cryptids or whatever, in different parts of the woods. So like you might see the one over by the tree, over by the food, and then you might where a gift, and then you might see it in the back. You might see it over, and then it's like if it's pareidolia, whatever they call that, it would be in the same spot, right? Repetitive, right? Because if the tree or whatever is making it look like that, why? How does it have the same face? In the back or in the daytime over here, or it's over here, and then like Big Black, he's been seen probably a good 10 times on the channel or more that I know of, and caught in pictures, like in with his head sticking out. His son's been caught with the mohawk, the one that has the mohawk, you know. The red one that I called Curious George because he looks like Curious George. That's why I named him that. He's been seen like 4 or 5 different times in different spots all over out there. It's not in the same area. It's all in different spots out there. And it's like if it's pareidolia, or however you say that, it's like how, because you're seeing them in multiple spots. Like the dog, I've got pictures of that thing, and it's been right with the Sasquatches at all times. It's always below the Sasquatch or beside the Sasquatch or on the other side of the Sasquatch, but it's usually right next to the Sasquatch. And like I tell people, that's their dogs, like I've told people that a million times, and if you get into doing Sasquatch hunts, get into the dog man, because I'm telling you, every clan out there has the Sasquatches have a dog. And then there's another one that hangs out with the Sasquatches I've been telling people about too. And that's the Bigfoot that looks like a werewolf, which the only way to describe it, people say, oh, it's a dog man, but it's technically not a dog man. Well, I guess in a way it's kind of like half Squatch, half dog man, but it's a hybrid of a Sasquatch that doesn't have a tail. The dog man has a tail. The Sasquatch looking dog man thing don't have a tail. So when people are seeing the one that they said, oh, this is a dog man and didn't have no tail, you're seeing the hybrid Sasquatch. And yes, it has a foot like a Sasquatch, but the claws on the end of it are 4 claws on the end of the toe where the toes are. And if you look at a dogman print, it has the 4 claws on the end of the toe, but it has the toe pad is different. How it's shaped. It's shaped more like a dog print, And the other one's shaped more like a human print, but it has the toe mark. So there's a difference in between the 2 species. So, I just like to give everybody knowledge. That's why I tell them about stick breaks. And I know people are hearing me over and over about how they hang stuff in the trees, So if you go in, it'll fall and they'll know you're in there. And they built wall barriers and they built little barriers to hang vines. And I'm just giving you guys all the knowledge of the stuff that I'm finding out there. And I hope everybody, is using it and are out there doing it, putting boots on the ground. I'd love to see videos. I'd love to subscribe to everybody. So if you're doing it, hit me up. I'll watch you. I'll follow you. I mean, we can try things together. We can link up and hook up and try different things in different areas. I want to put boots on the ground. Okay. I want to put boots on the ground, and I want people to get involved or whatever, so we can try out different things. Now, I'm not trying to ask for teams like a few other teams that I joined or whatever that says, hey, I'm down with you, Biggie. I'll do it with you. And then nothing. You know what I'm saying? They're not sharing no evidence. They're not trying the same things. They're just, I don't know what they're doing. So if people really want to get involved, I mean, you don't have to do it every time you go out. You know what I'm saying? Just try different things. like me and Squatch Topic, we were trying different things and all that, and together, and we did the chalkboard thing. We write a little thing on it, stick it in the tree, whatever, and see if we get a response. Have I got a response? No, but it doesn't mean that everybody can't try it. Somebody might get something or leave it out there, and it might happen. We try different things. You can make them. You can make them little things too, whatever. Out of like me, I don't believe in I believe in taking them gifts, but I want to take them like homemade stuff out of sticks and vines and stuff like that. All right, let's get into the chats. Thank y'all for the knowledge, much appreciated. Love watching y'all. Thank you, Jackie and Damian White. The investigations and the info y'all provide for those who are truly okay. It says the investigations and the info y'all provide for those who are truly interested and want to learn about our surroundings. Yeah, I always love watching y'all. Harris. Yeah, I'm glad you guys do whatever because, like I said, I go Mama or whatever. Everybody knows Mama Bear Claw. She helps us on the hunts, with the protection, and she actually goes to the site with me. Like she. Some people call it like I don't know, like what was it called? When you leave your body or whatever and go to the spot or whatever. I can't remember what they call it. Some kind of name. But anyway, she goes to the spot. She talks to them and all that. And you guys see her in the live, she'll be like, "Oh, Biggie, there's one on the right. Oh, there's one on the left. Oh, there's two coming up behind you." And I know they're coming there because I can sense them too, whatever. So I'm like, I know. And then that other thing that was out there, I don't really like saying its name, but that's why I don't try to say it out there. But I try to give people knowledge because you guys, you remember they asked me for a fish. I took them the fish, and guess what? That it is not out there no more. I showed the breaks and all that where they broke that tree in half and twisted that branch. They went down in the bottom part and they destroyed a bunch of stuff. They knocked down trees, so I can't go down that path there. They literally got mad at these creatures. There was two of them in there. They got mad. I thought there was four, but there was two. I found out there was two, and they got mad and they went in there and destroyed stuff and got mad and pushed them things out. And I think that's kind of why they asked me for the fish, because they didn't ask me for another fish. And it was kind of weird because I gave them the fish and then I go back out there and then everything I can sense it when it's out there because you get that uneary feeling and then you get that clicking noise and then I spray myself and all that so I don't have to hear it and all that. But when I went out there the last couple times I've been out, I ain't felt the it out there. And that's a blessing. That's why I'm trying to give people knowledge and stuff, because if you guys are doing these hunts, I want you to be safe. I want you to, now, some people don't just pay attention to the, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're doing it, you're getting into more cryptids, you're looking for more stuff. You're wanting like, hey, what's this green looking face? All of a sudden you see it in one of your pictures on your lives or something, or even in your videos, and you're like, huh? A green man? So I call him the green man because he looks like a green man. Josh has him too in PA. Like he's got pictures of him and all that video, and I have him here. They hang out with the Sasquatch. I don't know what it is or whatever. It's just some kind of green man or whatever. I call him the wizard because every now and then I'll catch him with like it looks like a cape looking thing. It's kind of like what the monks used to wear. But you got to get it. Like I've seen fairies. They've been caught. I've seen it like out there flying around. I've seen it here at the house flying around. But the thing is we got it on one of the live streams, and we caught it flying. CP pointed it out and was like, "You ain't gonna believe this!" And then all of a sudden there was a fairy. Man, was that awesome! You got to get into like all your cryptids and all that. But I try to do, like I said, I try to give everybody knowledge. Yeah, some people, they go out and they're hunting Bigfoots, and all of a sudden they're staging it. They're like, well, it's happening at Songa spot, the TP structures, or they're doing this or they're doing that, so they're out staging it. It's like, dude, stop staging it. Go out and actually find them. If you spend enough time out there, they're going to come up to you. They're going to come up. They're curious. They want to know what you're doing and all that. You don't have to stage nothing. You don't have to fake nothing. You can find an active hotspot. It's not that hard. You can do it in the city. I'm here in a city, and I'm doing it. You guys seen me go to Site A and Site B. They were there. You guys see me go out to Fort Custer. They're there. If you look for the signs, you got to look for the X's. You got to look for the tree bends. You got to look for the teepee structures. And as soon as you find that, they're in the area. Like all you got to do then is just sit back and listen and watch, and you will find them.
Well,
Anybody got any questions they want to ask?
I know I
Anything?
might live on the outskirts of the city, which we call the country. And my clan come to me, the one from the border of Nevada and California, where I go visit by Donner Lake. They come to my house.
Oh, I was wondering why you listen to that song. I'm from the country and I like it that way. You don't have to be in the country is what I'm telling people. You don't have to be in the country. All you have to do is find a set of woods. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be in the country. Like literally, I'm in the city and I'm like literally 2 blocks from the downtown. And they literally come to my house. Like every night they're at my house. Like it's crazy. That's why I said when I asked people, are you hunting them or whatever, they said, oh, I got a lot of activity going on. You guys know the first thing Songa asks you or ask anybody, even if they don't follow me, I say, hey, are they coming to your house? Do you smell them? Are they there every night? Are they? Because once you get in with them, you build a relationship with them, and they don't let you go.
You're marked. And I've
They won't
said
let
this
you
to
go.
many people. You will be marked if
I'm
they
double
have
marked.
that trust with you. I have 3 markings because I own, not that I own, they claim me. And they all started when I was a little girl. When I
So what's
started
the marks or whatever?
tracking
Because some people are probably like, huh,
info.
marks? She's talking about they look like birthmarks. They look like moles in a way, but they're on the inside of your legs or whatever, like on the side of your kneecap. Some can be on your ankle. Some can. They're the different spots that you're marked or whatever means it's a different clan, like a certain type of clan.
Red and then dark brown.
Yeah, that's the marking. It like literally, I could show you guys because I'm marked or whatever. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Right there.
Nobody wants to look at your legs.
I know nobody wants to look at my sexy legs, but hey, it is what it is. And my other one, I guess, is I don't know where it's at. It's probably farther up, so I'm not going to go in that detail because it's a little farther up. So you guys probably don't want to see all that. But I have
Definite
two.
combination of entities being around us at all times. It's critical to understand our environment. I thank you all for info. You're most welcome. Like I
And if
said before, we we share the information to understand what is in Mother Earth. But see, they've been hiding for many years, but some have been coming out, and people are like, what did I just see? A bear? Or, and it's been like that. It's just that you actually haven't really paid attention. And this is
well, that's
like what
like some
Sangha,
people. Oh, sorry.
it's like Sangha has had asked me many questions, and that's he asks important questions. Why is it that they do this, or where do they cloak? Can they, do they stay around us, or just like city or country or off the grid? Yes, I told them they can be in the city. Many of them are
Some
hiding out.
somebody said would be tagged attract the bad ones. I think there is bad Sasquatches out there. Don't get me wrong, there is. But the reason why they're like that is you got to understand though, people are shooting at them. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to kill them. So if you ain't got no gun on you and all that, and you're out there, and they can read your mind, they can tell if you're out there to harm them and hurt them and trap them, whatever. They can read your mind, guys. I'm telling you, they can read your mind. They can sense you. So if it's like a dog, you know how like if you go up to a pit bull or something like that, or an aggressive dog, and you're like, oh, you freak out. That dog's like, whoa, why is he doing that? And then all of a sudden, that dog's reaction is the bite. The Sasquatches can read you too. You know what I'm saying? They can read you too. So if your intention is going there and harm them, they're gonna fight back. It's like anybody's family, they're gonna do it. So yeah, there's bad ones or whatever, but I think that even if they're bad or whatever, you can still win them over with good, because I know that there was one that people were telling, like, out, like, there was one, somebody was saying that it was aggressive or whatever, and they wanted me to go investigate the spot. So I went over to the spot, and it wasn't aggressive to me at all whatsoever. But I didn't have no weapons. Like, I didn't go in there with no gun. I didn't go in there. I went in there with my mind open. I talked to it, asked for respect, show it respect, put down a little tobacco, before you go in, ask them if you can walk on their land. If you don't get a no or something like that, you see me ask them at the hot spot, I'm showing you guys how to do it, like when you go into the woods, ask them, hey, can I be in here? Can I come in here? Before you go into somebody's house, you don't just go in, what I'm saying, open the door and walk in unless it's your family and stuff. And still, when I go to my family's house, I still knock on the door, some respect, Now, my sister's house, I don't, because I have a respect that, she told me to just come in. She gave me a key to the house and all that. But what I'm saying is, when you go to your family's house or whatever, you knock on the door, you don't just walk in and all that, So you got to ask for respect to go in their dens and all that, and you got to build a relationship with them. If you build a relationship with them, you ain't got to worry about no bad ones. The bad ones will be your friend. They'll protect you to the end. I smelled them around me outside as well. I just say hi and welcome them. Yeah, and see, that's what I try to tell people about the smell too. Jackie, that you bring that up. I tell them because a lot of people are like, well, you're just smelling a skunk. You guys are fake. You're this. Everybody tells me I'm fake. I don't really care. You can tell me I'm fake all I want, but you know what? I'm not. I'm not fake, and I don't fake nothing. I can't afford costumes. I can barely afford a phone. You guys know this. I can barely afford. I'm poor, but I like doing this. You know. But the thing is the smell or whatever. If a skunk sprays, it lingers in the air for like hours. It'll be in the same spot. Like it'll be like right there. You go out and it's like there for constant. Because they spray. It's by you. You can smell the spray. Now I can see if the wind's blowing, it'll shift it a little bit or whatever, but you would still smell it constant. You get what I'm saying? Now when they come here, whatever, you don't smell it like that. You smell a little bit in one window, you smell a little bit in another window, you smell a little bit in another window. You go outside and walk around your house. Like I've done this a million times. I go outside and I walk around the house. You don't smell it. And then I come back in the house or whatever. I'm in the house maybe a couple minutes, and all of a sudden, boom, it's back in the window again. Now, that's the only way to explain the smell. If you have one around your house, that's how you're going to know it's around your house and it's a Sasquatch, because that's how they do it. That's how it smells.
Soundway has a question, and he says, how do they get so intelligent living in the woods? It's not like the education or go to school.
See, that's the thing, though. We don't really know. They could be more educated than us. They come from another dimension and all that. People say, well, they have to come from a different dimension. I mean, how do they go into the tree? How do they come out to me? They came like literally, and I'm not making this up. And I swear to God, and you guys know that I'm a big believer of the Christ and Lord Jesus, the Creator. I swear on the Holy Bible. Well, the Holy Bible ain't really. Well, I don't want to get in that one either. But anyway, I swear to the Creator, that you guys, this one came out of the tree at me in Squatch Topic PA. It came out of the tree, and it was in a spiritual body. It wasn't in like a flesh body. It came out of the tree, popped his head at me. I backed up and said, oh, shit. And it went back into the tree, and then on the EVP, it called me a screamer. You know what I'm saying? So it was basically calling me a crybaby. But I asked it to manifest and show itself. And it was weird because it did it. Like right after I said it, it did it. And then, I looked at Josh, whatever. I'm like, did you see that? And Josh was like, I didn't see nothing. And then I was telling Mama about it. We were talking to Mama on the phone because, we tell Mama everything. I'm telling Mama or whatever. And she's like, Josh is like, he finishes the story. He tells her before I'm starting to tell her. And then all of a sudden he's like, tells her, well, they did this and this and this and this. I said, well, I thought you didn't see it. He goes, well, I wanted to see if you seen what you seen, and I wanted to make sure you seen what you seen. I'm like, bro, it happened. Like the dog out there, it rolled over in a submission, and I was gonna pet it, but Josh grabbed me and pulled me back and said, don't touch it. But I tell you what, it would have let me pet it. It would have. 100, I could have pet that dog. But yeah, like education, like I said, they built fires. I know they make fires. I tell everybody this, and I told Josh this. Josh has been finding the little fires out there, guys. You guys have been watching him. If you follow Squatch Topic PA, Josh Joyner's channel, you guys will see that he literally finds little fire rings. They're like just a little, like about the size of your hand. And then I've been finding them in the hotspot. I showed them on lives or whatever before, where I find them and I point them out to people and all that. I find them in the wintertime, just little bitty fires. So that means that they're literally making little fires and they're cooking their food, like their meats and stuff. I told you they can't eat them raw and all that. They'll get worms. They'll make them sick. You know what I'm saying? So they do cook their foods and all that. So they have to have some kind of education. I asked them about if they need lighters. They don't need lighters. And then I was thinking about it. I'm like, well, they do a lot of the native stuff. So they know how to make a bow drill. And just think about it. They got more muscles than we do. They're stronger. They can climb trees like it ain't nothing and jump through them and, throw rocks, big old boulders, big old tree logs. So it ain't nothing for them to take a stick and push it down and twist it together real quick and boom, they got fired. I'm pretty sure they know how to make it, with the bow drill. I'm pretty sure 100. Can I prove it? No, because I ain't never seen them do it. But I'm telling you, they probably can do it. So they're intelligent. They're intelligent enough to keep away from us and hide. They got to be somewhat intelligent. And I think the reason why they hide from us is because they know humans are crazy. We're like crazy, guys. We're like killing each other and all that. We're like doing this world. You see it in this world right now. People are just out. Every day you see a shooting on TV. I don't think I've turned the TV on and not seen a shooting. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Humans are crazy. That's why they don't like us. That's why they don't like come out to us.
A lot of the Satangas, they think that most humans are like the government, thinking that you're gonna hunt them, and you don't want to do it. And that's why I say you try not to use the word hunt. You try to use the word investigation, because when you are gonna go investigate and you're going live and says, I'm gonna investigate on my live, and you're gonna, if you want to take pictures, take pictures. But I seldom ever do I take pictures or videos of my clan. I will ask, I would sit there in my spot with my bag and I'll pray, and then I ask, can I have permission to take pictures? I don't always take pictures. Just like on Sanga's live the other night, I did. And, I said, okay, I'm going to be up there. Now, when I go, all you're going to be is like, I'm going to be a bright, bright light. But Mama Rainfeather, since she's passed, she has been around his clan. And I got her on one of the pictures. And then she's right next to Big Black. So
I've seen him right behind the tree, and that's how he poses too, with that one eye sticking out.
There's very some do I miss, right? Like I said, I'm 62 years old. I'm not going to be playing any games in any way, but I do pray for them because I don't want them to get hurt. I do have a good communication with the Satangas, and they come to my home. My husband will say, there's a little one here that left a print by the car. And then you could see the hand on the window. And my husband said, something stinks, and I think they're here. They like to tease my husband. He's called Tunga.
I think they were watching Titanic with you.
So they'll come to my bathroom window and they go.
Yeah, they blow. It's almost like a buck or what in a way. It's like, and you could feel the wind. Like when it did to me in PA, whatever, it hit me so hard that it almost knocked the wind out of me or whatever. It was like you could feel the breath, and it did it to me in the hot spot when I was chasing that baby. And that was a baby that did that to me, and you could feel it knock the wind out of you. I know the blow you're talking about.
Yeah, and they were in my window doing that. Now my window is a little more. I'm 5'8", so I get up to my windows like this. So I go like this, and now don't do that. You scared me. And then they all come in. I said, okay, come in. They'll come to my patio. One came in, and it was the female that came in and came all the way to my bedroom. My husband says, "No, that's where I have to stop. No, 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 no." And now you can hear.
You should post that picture. You should post that picture on your Facebook group, whatever, because you have a picture that CP took when the daughter passed away. The one was right behind you in the screen, and you could see it clear as day. Like you could,
Oh,
like when you're
yeah.
on the video thing, whatever, you could see it. So when you say it comes up to your patio and all that, they do.
Oh, they do. They do.
And they follow me in the car and all that. They ask me to go for rides or whatever. And then when I get in the car and I'm cruising in the country and all that, you get the smell. You be taking off, you get the smell. When you get back, the smell is like really bad in the car. It's like almost like they can hold. They like we pulled up beside a dog the other night. I went to go get cigarettes or whatever. We pulled up beside this dog in the car. And it was kind of weird because as soon as we pulled up next to the dog's barking out the window. And I'm like, well, why is this dog barking? You know? And then all of a sudden you get that odor of the Bigfoot smell. And it's like, oh, I get what the dog probably sees it.
Soundwave says, if they read minds, why would they worry if some of us are not bad? They don't worry, they don't stress out. The thing is, the ones that are close to their clans, then they worry for us. But now, if you're just starting to get with them, they can feel your mind if you're sincere or if you're not holding a lot of negative. They won't do that. If you got negativity and you're like trying to be aggressive with them, you need to be careful because they might not get you in the woods or in the forest, but they go get you in your own home. So that's why
That's
I
another
say
thing you
you.
say about home or whatever. I've had the dog come up and sniff me in my house. I've had I was dreaming. I'm guessing I was dreaming. I told you about it, Mama. You know, I had a dream or whatever. Maybe it wasn't a dream. I don't know, but it felt like a dream. I had one standing over the top of me, a Sasquatch staring me right in the face or whatever, watching me sleep or whatever. And then it was kind of weird because it was almost like I was looking through his eyes. Then I was looking through my own eyes, and then I woke up, and then there was nothing there, but the wind going by or whatever and all that. Something was there, and I don't know how they do it or whatever. Something they do in your mind. Like you guys see me at the hot spot. I was walking through the hot spot, and all of a sudden it said kill zone, ambush, and then there was the call marks on the tree, and then there was the blind there. Like it was in a ditch thing or whatever, and like a valley little thing. And it was like they built a blind across there. So I'm guessing that's where they hide and then get the animal when it comes in, because I know that's where the deer come in. It was just kind of weird, you know. And then a lot of people think that they're meat eaters. They got to have meat all the time. They have to have a lot of meat to
Mm-mm.
sustain themselves and all that. That's not true. That's not true.
No.
And you
They
know,
eat more protein.
hmm
Um,
yeah, they
they
like
like
berries, a lot of berries and stuff like that, and bark and yeah,
there's some that are like banana chips. Some will like some dry fruit. Some like chocolates. Some like um, peanuts.
some like
Depending,
spicy stuff.
yeah.
Right?
Some like just crackers or
It's kind of like us,
raisin.
you know. We don't always like everybody don't like the same stuff, you know. They're the same way.
Right.
They like to mix up. Some like oysters, some like sardines, some like them in mustard sauce, some like them regular, some like them in hot sauce. You know, they just like different things. You know, just try different things out and see what they're taking. If they don't take
Yeah.
it, then you know they don't like it. You know, then just stop putting it out. You know, put the stuff out, and if they take it or whatever, you know what they like because they're gonna take it. But don't be upset because I noticed this doing the hunts for going on a couple of years almost now. They don't always take everything. Like
No,
they'll leave some stuff, but the thing is if you go out the next day, they'll leave some stuff. But if you go out again in like a day or two, the stuff will be gone. So sometimes they don't always take it in one night, like everything. They'll leave some stuff and they'll come back to it the next day and get it.
that's the thing. I've told you in many other channels, you don't give them a lot, just enough. Even
One one just
they have
popped
a
outside. One just popped outside my window. It said like a
when you when you
That's neat.
I'm trying to feel for it. Huh.
It just did like a popping noise with his mouth, and they do that with the A lot of people see me do it too, whatever. Like a lot of people's like, well, how they're breaking sticks and they're smacking them with sticks. They don't always do that. A lot of times they do this when you hear a knock. It's not really a knock. It's them taking their hands and you got to cup it a little bit, on both ends, and then when you smack it, it sounds like a tree break. When you're off in the distance, it
Yeah,
literally sounds like a tree break.
because it echoes.
Yeah, that's how they do it. Like I've seen. Now people ask me, "Whoa, how do you know they do that?" Well, I've actually seen one actually do that. Like I watched it physically do it.
Yeah, that's true. They do because I can be as close as 25 feet or 10 feet from the clan, and I will communicate. Even with Sanga's clan, they know me, and they know what we speak of. I mean, I always spoke in my language to them. Hardly ever do I speak English to them, but don't know you. Okay, Damien Watts says, many times I watched the caveman and crew, the cameraman and crew live while Mama Bear Claw is in the chat. She's been on 100% when relating information to the crew. You're right,
I don't
I
want to
do.
talk about. I don't want to get on the cameraman and all that, so I'll just leave that one alone.
Um, I do, even for Mike. I usually go on mics because I am a monitor there, but I do sit quietly and I get my visions and then I'm sitting and I'm watching and I tell Mike, but sometimes, they don't always look at the comments. So, what I sometimes do is I'll go and try to like give a tapping to Mike, or I'll try to reach him with electricity. But sometimes he tells me, he goes, I felt you, but I go up because I was trying to get your attention. You're not really reading the comments, so and people are telling you, and then that's when I say, okay, I'm coming down. I'm coming off the cloud. I'm just coming to myself now, and I'm just gonna observe on the TV or the phone or the laptop.
Well, I go on the cameraman's crew and I text in there. I was texting and everybody normally when I get on, everybody's like, "Hey Biggie, Biggie," and I'm like, "Biggie in the house." Everybody's like, "Hey Biggie, hey Biggie, hey Biggie." Nobody said nothing under my Biggie account. Then I went in under the Great Outdoors Biggie and I was texting, and then I was texting more, and I got down towards the end. I'm like, all right, well, Biggie's rolling out, and everybody usually says bye. Everybody usually says bye to people, like, hey, see you later, Biggie, or have a good night. Nobody said anything, so I get blocked. Like literally, I go on Jack's channel or whatever, and I get blocked. Like I've tried to go back into ODUs or whatever, into the group and all that, and text and all that. I'm blocked on them channels, and they don't like me, so I just don't follow them. So if I can't chat in your thing and all that, and I can't come in there and talk, and it's not like I'm being disrespectful, even though it's one dude says I was or whatever. All I'm doing is just asking them, coming out like, dude, why you got to wait for your crew to go in there? Just go in there. Why you got to be
Yeah.
scared, whatever. You're doing it, whatever. Go in there. Stop being scared. Me and Squash Topic, we do this stuff by ourselves, and we go in the woods by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have a crew with you. The only time you have a crew with you is if you're scared. That's what I say. But and I
Me
mess with them,
too.
whatever, and say that. But
Me too. I go up by myself, and I went, and I shouldn't have been going, but I needed to. I needed to
Jellyman.
let them all see me, you know. So I'm like,
You guys really know Jellyman's fake, right? You guys know that, right? So it's a kid made up there was like a thing that some fictional dude made up, right? You guys know that, right? When they're talking about the Jellyman and all that, that's why I don't follow him, because I don't like watching fake stuff. I don't really want to get on the subject, but somebody said something about the man. I don't, if you're going to do it, at least find like, while we're out hunting the green man, you know what I'm saying? The green man is actually real, do stuff that's real, don't be taking your subscribers and all that and telling them there's a thing as a jelly man, and if you look up Jellyman, Jellyman was made or whatever, and he was supposed to suck up like souls and like all that, and he makes him bigger and bigger and bigger, like a marshmallow man. So I was looking for a marshmallow man because that's what they usually say a Jellyman looks like, you know. But don't. That's why I don't really like get on that guy. You know, like when I was doing the stuff for the other channel, you know, ODU. When I caught, you know, I really don't want to get on it, but I'm guess I'm going there.
No,
I
you're
watched
not.
Jerry.
No, you're
Everybody
not.
knows Jerry. Everybody knows Jerry. Everybody knows Jerry, right? Frisbee or whatever his name is. Everybody knows Jerry from the ODU. When I watched him get in a Sasquatch suit, that was enough. When I seen him come out of that gully in that black suit, his buddy or whatever, and then I seen him in that other one, that tan looking suit, that was enough for me to get off that channel. Like I was done with that channel over that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really want to get on these guys. You know what I'm saying? But everybody sits there and wants to say I'm fake, I'm fake, I'm fake. But yet when I catch you being fake, like unexplained, you know, outdoor, whatever his name is, unknown or whatever, got caught throwing the rock and everybody, and then people stick up for him, you know, faking too. And then you got LIB with them, you know, that's been known to steal people's pictures, been known to fake everything. You know, I can't do that. I try to go on with Jack to be with Jack, to do stuff with Jack, not with all his other crew. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, MT, you know, he's a cool guy. Like Mike, I love that guy or whatever. MT, Paranormal, he's a great guy. He's 100, you know what I'm saying? He keeps it real. You know, he ain't out there trying to stage nothing and all that. You know, that guy is, Mike is good. But the rest of the crew, you know, you guys just heard it. You know, I just told you. That's why Songa doesn't, you know, but I don't really like ragging on other channels, but it is what it is. When I see it, I call it how I see it. Just like, you know, the vocals. When I said, oh, that's a person doing that, miraculously, what happened to the videos? Oh, YouTube took them down and they're gone and I can't get them back and I don't know. And I'm going to analyze them. I'm going to blah, blah, blah. They're the best ones. They're better than Sierra Sounds and da, 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 da. Yeah, YouTube took them down my butt. Y'all removed them because y'all don't want the people to really know and find out. You know, I hate when people do that. You know, you call them out and then they do that. But it's what it is. All right, sorry about that. I guess I've been that out.
You let it out.
And I know a lot more than just that. I'm not gonna go. I don't want to go in farther in more detail because I know a lot, guys. I know a lot. Like I know a lot. I know a lot. Like I could like. Yeah, I got to because I know way more than what y'all think I know. That's why Songa's the way he is. I keep it real, you know. So I love you guys, and I want you guys to learn and knowledge, man. I want to teach you guys knowledge. I want you guys to learn, and you know, like I tell people, I don't care if you follow me because you know somebody says you can't follow me or you can't watch me, so you watch me anyway, but you don't leave comments and you don't, you know. I understand that, you know, because you want to press the bigger channels, you know, but. It is what it is. I keep it real.
Can I talk?
Yeah. But I got one more thing. No. Somebody says I'm mean to my subscribers. I'm not mean to my subscribers. Look how he treats his subscribers, and he called me out about my subscribers. Because one subscriber said I said something, and then I went back and played the video, and it's still up on YouTube. There's nothing in there me calling that person out. Even saying the person's last name. It was a totally different person. Okay, I'm good.
Well, let's do this.
Somebody said, Biggie, have you left them eggs? No, but I will try that. Hard-boiled eggs. I'll try that.
They like boiled eggs. They do.
I'll try that, though. That's a good idea. I mean, I would say eggs are cheap because they used to be cheap, but just buying economic stuff that we got going on, guys, eggs are expensive, bro. $4 for 12 eggs? I mean, come on. I mean, but I would do it. I'll do it. It's worth it.
For a flat of eggs is $16. One flat.
Oh, over here, I'm telling you, think of like a dozen eggs, like $4.
Yeah,
you can catch them on sale, you know, for like $2 something, you know.
Yeah. Okay, everybody wants you to understand that's his opinion. That is his opinion. That's
Mama didn't have nothing to do with me saying anything about the other channels, guys. So don't take that the wrong way. Don't run back to him and tell him that she said anything because that was me and that's how I feel and that's what I seen and that's what I know. And they can prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, you know.
Everyone has their own opinions and things, and I'd rather you be face to face and say it. But like I came on this The reason why I was making this video is so that way, because of the one person thinking that, it's not cool to get all the information and then, how do you say, um, not back out. Well, I say back out, but you guys say different. Um, it's not a nice way to say it.
Somebody always tells me, "Well, I hear somebody talking about you, Songa, and all that." And I said, "Well, tell them Songa still loves them because every family member fights. Everybody talks about everybody, So I don't care. It don't bother me.
Exactly.
You all can come back if you're mad or whatever. You need a little timeout or whatever because you're saying bad stuff in the live stream or whatever. Then we put you in timeout for like 30 seconds. We let you come back in. You get a little timeout, but if you keep doing it, then you get more timeout. But I love everybody. Everybody has bad days. Everybody has their ups and downs. We're all human. We're all making mistakes. I love everybody. There's nobody out there that I disrespect and don't like. Now, if you're disrespecting me, I'll sit there and I'll say stuff to you, you know what I'm saying? And then if you want to just keep being rude to me and all that, well, nice knowing you. But
I've
I'm
taught
I'm a lovable
all
guy.
my children that I sponsored. I taught them to be truthful, be real out there in the woods or the forest, communicate properly with them.
Yep.
Remember that you have to do a prayer before and after. So that way nothing can be attached to you or be aggressive with you. Now, if you know your clan, then it's different. You do the prayer before and respect them, because yes, even that it's in the city or the outskirts of the city, it doesn't matter where. You still have to respect for them because they have been here on Mother Earth longer than us humans. So a lot of humans make mistakes,
Yep.
and this is what they say, oh, we are not part of you because you do make mistakes. The mistakes they make, their own clans takes care of them. That's how they learn when they're young what is to survive out there. The same thing as we tell our own family or our own children. This is what we do to live for. This is what we
True.
have to drive to
Right from
take care
wrong.
of
Yep.
each other.
I always tell
But
everybody, do unto others as you want done unto you. If you don't want it done unto you, don't do it to somebody else.
exactly.
Mhm.
I try to give the proper information to everyone, the channels, but especially to my own children that I sponsored or my own. It's like my son in Arizona. He doesn't like to come on and post because then they're like, oh, I'm going to be on his, go ask him to be friends on that channel. Even my own kids, they get a little private. Songa knows. There's a few of my kids do communicate with, especially if it has to do with me or Papa Gomez. But
Yeah, we keep it
they all
real.
know who to get a hold of if something, you know. Sangha, he calls me every other day, and it doesn't matter if he don't might have Wi-Fi, he might not have his phone. He'll use his brother-in-law's or his wife's. So
Hmm.
I have their address and I have their phone numbers. I do. I contact if my sons get a hold of me, then I reach
Same
out.
here.
So, but
I
I'm
know what time she
trying.
gets up, what time she uses the bathroom, and all that.
Yes, I'm a mother that understands you might be in the restroom taking a bath or using the meeting time. I know all that too. I have no shame. My kids have no shame. But yes, I do get private and I do tell them, Mama's got to go. What do you mean you got to go? Mama's got to go. I'll
I
talk
tell
to
her
you
to take me
soon.
with her when she goes or whatever, but she's not into that because Songa does. I take her with me, But
Just like a mother for a child, oh, they all,
I used to
where you
like
at?
joking a lot with everybody and all that. I started that when I first started my channel, but everybody's like, Songa, don't joke around because then people won't take you real on the subject of the Bigfoots and all that. They'll just think you're staging and faking. That's why I don't joke around a lot too much on the channel, But when I'm
But
not out
even
there in the
too,
woods or whatever, I like to joke around and all that.
But see, I
You
tell
got
him to
to,
be himself. I
yeah.
tell Sangha, no, you be yourself. Just because one person says you cannot joke, you cannot do, then you're not communicating truthfully with them. So it's important to have a truthful communication with the satangas, even the dogman, because they're always together. So if you're not just talking to one, you're talking to both. And believe me,
Well,
they'll know when you're faking something.
well, not only
They'll
that, you
have the.
notice too, whatever they like to play and joke, whatever. They're to me, they're like big kids, you know.
Hmm.
And then I always think like this. I'm always thinking like, well, I'm afraid that they'll snatch me up or they'll hurt me or something like that. And then in their minds, they're thinking the same thing about us. And we're littler, and they're like, well, I don't know what this dude's gonna do to me and all that. And I'm thinking like they're big, whatever. They can just do whatever they want. They're stronger. They can. They're not like that.
I
They're
get.
kind hearted.
Yeah, they are very very trustworthy with the one you believe in. Okay, like my three clans, they manage to come to my way all the time. If I'm hurt, they come, and that's not, there's not. I mean, believe me, when I was at the hospital sick, which I didn't know I was in a coma because what I know I was under,
Hello,
but
Griff.
they um they were there. My daughters had to tell you can't be here, please. I'm scared of you. But they would stay, and they you can hear
People think I'm
because they're
crazy when I tell them that they bring their babies here and drop them off, and I'm the babysitter. And I tell people that they're like, "Oh, you're crazy, dude." I'm like, "It happens. They bring their babies by, and I'm not joking. They'll bring their babies here to my house, and they drop them off, and they leave them while they're out doing their building their nest and all that, and building their forts and all that, getting ready for winter. They drop the kid off here, and I'm like a babysitter. Like they say, stay with this guy.
yeah, but you also have the dog man there too.
He lays at the edge of my steps.
Yeah, once they bring their juveniles to you, there always will be a dog man because that's how it goes. They can never leave just their kids alone. It's
My
always to. It's just like I even told Sangha, we were video talking one time, and I said, "Oh, I see you have visitors that are climbing
you got
on the
me.
house." And he's like, "What?" He turned around. He goes, he caught the end
You
of
got me
them.
yours.
So,
I gotta
but
I gotta step outside for a minute. Somebody's messing with my truck.
okay, but yes, they do communicate with those they trust, and believe me, they can. They'll bring you things too. Once again, like I said, if you're feeling sad or angry, they do. They come, and then they'll like watch, and then if they see you like crying, they'll what they'll do, they'll bring you either Kleenex or leaves. Oh, he's so cute. I don't have my grandson in here. The dog, I call him my grandson too. I speak to him in my language, and he sits there and listens. But I have um, taught and give many information to Sangha and Dilihi, which is Josh. Um, now Jess, which her name is Chugo. Now she's my daughter, and many people say, "Well, you're going all over the place." And I said, "Yeah, I am, but I'm also there as their elder and their mother to protect them." And people have asked me on my channel, "Well, why do you go and make protection bags?" And okay, Mama Rainfeather had wanted to put a petition up to give other humans, other people, non-relatives, protection medicine bags, because we have a few that are very close to us, and we want to make sure they were safe because they live off the grid. Now, every 8 months, we would go up and touch base with them and see how they're doing. And they said there has been some kind of activity. So my mother and Mama Rainfeather sat in their,
My door was open.
uh-oh,
I didn't. I just
and
locked it, or whatever, and came back in. But I didn't see nobody out there. But my door was open.
and then my mom and Mama Rainfeather and Red Hawk and a couple other elders that were there, and they're observing what was going on. They can hear them chattering, and you can hear them the way they make their whoop. Now, some will do whoop loud, but majority you hear them whoop.
It's quiet.
Hmm.
Yeah, they do it really
So,
quiet at the hotspot.
and it's never changed. I know all there's certain tones, and I try to help channels, but they don't
It's like when
listen,
they grunt
and
low
they,
too.
uh-huh. And I've told that even with Sangha when he was Mama, well, what about this? I said they don't say it like that. People on the channel are saying they say that, but no. See, many professors and scientists say they know a lot. They don't.
I text.
They
Well, I don't want to get on that subject yet. Yeah, I texted the big names out there, and I'm not gonna say all the big names, but you guys know you heard me go on about it before. I texted these big namers, and I'm telling you, they're just out there. Yeah,
That's why they like Elder Medicine Bear Claw. Can we do another interview with you? No, because you didn't listen to what I said the first time. Now,
I'm
what I
talking about
was
like bigger
telling,
groups. I'm talking like Meldrum and all those groups and
oh,
big
I'll
groups.
say it's a Todd Standing.
Rod
Yes.
Stanley's one, Meldrum. We can go on to Cliff Brackman. There's
I can
Moneymaker. His whole crew. There's a
even
couple other ones.
Bobo. That's another character. Oh God.
The same. We could call them all out if you want.
I
I
have
know them too.
many helped besides Mama Rainfeather, because
It's like how they even get famous or whatever. If they're just out there doing
a
what
lot
other people
of
do. It's
them, a lot of them
fake
like
dumb stuff.
to um, put their input, but is their input right?
They're probably getting the input from everybody else. They're stealing everybody else's ideas, putting it together, putting it in their own little words, and then that's what they do. Just like when people come on my channel, some people I know they follow me, and then they go back and then they say, well, this and this and this, because I see it in like certain chat rooms and stuff, and like people or whatever say stuff, and then I'm like, huh? And that's what I just said yesterday, or I see it in somebody's live stream. Hey, I just did that yesterday. Hey, what? This happened to me last week. That just happened a couple days ago. But
Soundwave says, I pointed out the costume.
gosh, that's who it was. It
Wait,
was him too,
wait,
huh?
wait. The
Who said anything about
costume
costumes?
was,
Did I say something? Did I let it slip? Did I let it slip? I think I did.
and out with the C on ODU, and haven't seen Jay Anderson. That's because I'll say it. Jerry's not with Charles no more.
Nope.
And
Yeah,
I
falling out.
spoke to Jerry and I told him, and he confirmed everything that I already knew, even
But
dumping my protection medicine bags.
everything song I already knew too. When I called, I called him out, and everything I knew.
So
Like
there's,
you did the hotspots, you
I,
can Google Map. I mean,
that's like, okay, I had called out him several times and he's not even gone back to me. I hear him on his channel talk. Oh, she don't know nothing. and that he's, I'm not gonna
You
badmouth
want a
him, but
song?
I'm just
You
gonna
want a song to blab it out for you? I can say some stuff.
no, 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 it's not worth
I
it.
said I wouldn't do it, but I mean I could do it.
No, 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 just leave it be. I'm just gonna say this. If you can't not respect my knowledge that I give you, then don't come knocking on my door again. Because the next time I won't open it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, I know
I
some people,
would
whatever, they get kicked out, whatever, and then they make different names and they come back.
mm-hmm.
I let them be if they're being nice the second time. So
This is what I tell everybody. Everyone has an opinion on something, but
mhm.
have you
True.
actually worked with a satanga and a dog man and been around the it and been around the shapeshifters and been around the windalow? I have 15 years old dealing with everything, learning who and what and how to make it leave or how to approach it.
And see, the thing
This is
is the thing is that I didn't mean to interrupt, but the thing is when you talk about the it and all that, right? People think that Oslang was scared of it. He was running from it and all that. I don't run, so I didn't run. But anyway, the thing that scares me, whatever about it is I don't fear it. I'm not scared of it. The thing is I know what it did to Mama Rain Feather, and that's the only reason why I leave it alone. So I'm not scared of it.
either am I, and this is where I get my strength. And Mama Rainfeather and the other council elders too have taught me how to approach, how to accept it, and I do. And this is why I say I'll take the demon in me because I'm a strong woman. I don't take no BS from no man or even a satanga. So this is where I have learned to communicate. And Mama Rainfeather might have been killed by it, and the res police officers they're scared. They don't even come out of their vehicle. So excuse me, if you're in Canada by Alberto, I say Alberto, or Edmond, then, Mama Rainfeather has a cabin there and it belongs to all of us. And when we go there, we enjoy ourselves. Her and I will sit out there, and even my mom, as I can remember, we sit out there to like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning listening. And then you will hear one of them giving birth, a satanga. And then you hear the celebration of it because they all go, ooh, ooh, ooh. It's because that clan has just received a newborn. So being around many different creatures and even the moose, the elks, the deers, they're all they'll do that and then you hear or however it goes. Can't do it now. But they do a celebration too because a birth of a young one has
It's supposed to be what?
entered the earth area. So sometimes other people don't understand, and that's okay. But I try my best to help all other channels, and
I
even the
try to work with other
non-religious.
channels too, Mama, but it just some people just don't want to do that.
Well,
Or they're
I
there for a little
understand
bit,
that.
then they're gone.
You know, um, let's see. I heard a big name tell a group of researchers that they weren't real researchers as they have never been in college trained.
What does college training have to do with it? I can tell you all this right now. I dropped out of school. Like I never finished high school. But you know what? I got street smarts. I got a lot of street smarts, and a lot of street knowledge, and I got a lot of knowledge. And I got a lot of. I sit back and watch a lot of videos. And I learn a lot of stuff on YouTube. If I don't know how to do something, I'll Google something on YouTube. Watch 4 or 5 people, maybe 10 people do it, and then I'm an expert. You know what I'm saying? Like I can go tear a car apart, whatever. So there's not. You don't have to be college trained to learn anything. You know what I'm saying? You can learn anything from anybody. All you gotta do is talk to people. The more people you talk to, the more you learn. Getting out there, boots on the ground, just doing it yourself, you learn stuff. You know.
I've given Sangha many good advice, and he always comes with Mama. Can you explain this and that? And I said, well, it's depending on the question what it is, and I'll tell him. Because see, I'm not going to be here forever.
Exactly.
But I would always want someone to remember the knowledge I taught them, and how even with the haters can still give you much wisdom, because that's where many haters come in everywhere in all forms. So as like I say, it's like a glass with ice. Is it always going to be there? No,
I'm a
the
hater
ice.
too, but I just give the truth. I'm just telling people what I see and how I know. Everybody's gonna
It's
be like, I don't
best.
know what's gonna go back, and it's gonna be like, oh, as long as it was hating on you, bro. But
Yeah, it's always like that. It's a common sense that people, they, not that they enjoy the drama. Sometimes it's just natural. Well, she said this, and oh really? And I said, yeah, I did. And what are you gonna do? I've said it to many different channels. Come on, I'm right here. You're talking baloney about me. Then let's call. But see, I don't like to put no one in the middle. And I invited many channels to come and talk with me. And, hey, well, let's discuss this. You said that I said. I said, yeah, I did. And why? Because I got proof, my own eyes, when I seen you do something. Now, this is the reason why I don't watch ODU anymore.
well, you seen when
After,
I went out there, it was a. I don't like to really cuss, but it was a shit show. And then when I called him out on my channel and actually went back and said all the stuff, and all that, I called him out list by list of stuff. All them videos came up MIA that proved what I was saying, and so people go
good
back
night,
and
Jackie.
research it. He took them
Yeah,
down. It's like why? Let the people go and watch it for themselves and see what I was talking about.
yeah. Um, continue sending prayers for our family in Texas. I sure will. Area says, I don't never say anything about anyone. All I do is listen. And that's the best way to do it. But half of the people, they just like to put their mouths, and it goes on to saying something else to the next person, to the next person. And then it got bigger than what the truth was.
Yeah, I want to see it.
So you see, it's not, someone's never going to give the truth unless you tell that person. And I have, but it's like, oh, I've done this and that. I've got I've got college degrees. I have law college degree. I got my AA. It's, I was also a nurse and a RN nurse. I've traveled with it nationwide. When I went back home, that's when they told me, you're, now we know we made the right decision for you to be a medicine woman. Because the men say, the Sherman, they say the medicine man won't allow it. But we have plenty of females that fought it and took it to the councils to talk to all the tribals, and they agreed. But again, here I had to prove points, who I can be and who I can stand for. So again, like I said, councilmen come, they watch. My son watches, my daughters, they watch too, but they don't comment because they said that there's a lot of people that have hate. And I that's fine. It's like I told them, let it be. Let it be. But it is good to listen because you yourself are hearing from the mouth what knowledge is you're getting. Because not that many people have that
Yeah, not that
knowledge.
many people have pictures in the daytime or at night, or yeah, yeah, or DNA or anything like that.
Hmm. Stop. I know where you're going.
Only the old school people know where I'm going. The new ones are like, huh? What is song I'm talking about?
All right,
That was
we've been
another
on
group
here
I
for
was
an
a
hour
part
and
of.
a half. Since I took my medicine, I'm going to go eat. I let everybody else eat. Uh, I always eat last.
That's definitely a dog with a squatch. Ooh. Somebody
I
sent
can
me a
hear the dog
picture.
by the door.
They circled. Oh, my bad. Somebody circled a picture of a dog man in a picture they sent me, but they missed the squatch that's above it, above the tree.
And that's another thing too. I don't. I enjoy helping those who can't
Me
see
too.
what is around, and I do my best to explain to them. I'll make an arrow what it is, or I circle them, and then I can tell you. So I'm gonna,
Yeah.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna say a prayer so we can get off now.
Sure.
All right. Nistoa kayamente kaiste, akonia no kwai niste, ekoro soya chitoa niknya on no kasahi, esta ekoiste, no eko nekayete hai, nekuna asitya hai, hai, hai. Amen.
Amen.
As I said in our language, for those who came on to be with us, thank you. As the Creator and Mother Earth will always continue to be with us. As long as we have another day, blessed day from the Creator and we get to walk above Mother Earth, they will bless us. To remember to give thanks and be kind to yourself. Well, I'd like to say thank you, everyone, for coming to my little video that we needed to get some things straight out. And I'm glad I did. It's off my mind now. And I know that things happen. So, but
And for all the
if
haters,
you,
I love you guys. Follow my channel, watch my videos, smash that like, or put
yes,
thumbs down or whatever, as long as you're watching it. Just watch the whole thing.
subscribe,
Give me
like,
the views.
share the video, and have a good evening. Have
Heck yeah, I never
a
thought of
good
that. Haters, share my videos. Do that.
much love, much
I love haters,
blessings.
though. I don't
All
hate
right.
nobody. I love y'all.
I don't have enough for, I don't even know what that is. My heart's too pure for everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Everybody has
everybody.
bad days,
Hi,
though,
hi.
so
Enjoy your rest of your night. Today is Wednesday. I'll try to go on Friday. I'm not sure it's going to be evening or morning, depending if the baby sleeps. It might be a short video then. Okay. Till then, thank you. You're welcome, everyone. Yes, thank you. Have a
I'm
blessed
Sandra
night
from the
too.
Great Outdoors Biggie YouTube channel. Check us on the Facebook group at the Great Outdoors Biggie. Y'all keep us watching if you keep on watching.
I'm
Peace.
Elder Medicine Bear Claw. Much love and blessings. Take care of yourself until the next video. Bye.
Later.